Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another Madden 19 online head-to-head gameplay. Today we're using the Houston Texans. We're going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game does not end up lasting that long. The title episode against the Buccaneers does come quickly. This one, like I said, does not last long, but we do get to see Ben Roethlisberger for a little bit, man. But this is our second gameplay with just regular teams. Let me know what other teams you guys want me to use. I do have like a list of teams that people recommend, so if you do comment and recommend a team, I have it down, so don't worry. I will, get through them, but these are just a couple gameplays I played, kind of together just to have, 3 or 4 games I could get out to you guys. So these are just teams I picked, but I decided to go with the Texans for a couple reasons. Well, honestly, the main reason I just wanted to use DESHAUN Watson. But this game and the next game, I don't really end up having to use him all that much. He ends up being really, really efficient. But I also wanted to use DeAndre Hopkins, not DeAndre, whatever the hell I was trying to say. I used to think that Antonio Brown was the best receiver in the NFL, and I still think that, he's up there. But with all the shit that's gone on with him, I don't know. My likeness for him is like kind of gone down. Is right there. It bounces off DeAndre Hopkins' ankles. I don't know, but I don't know the whole story with Antonio Brown. I just don't like players and people that have so much controversy around him. But DeAndre Hopkins is a beast, and I've always liked him. For the past 3 or 4 years, ever since he really came into the league. I was playing Mud a lot, and he kept getting cards, and it just made me, start looking at what he was doing. And the guy just has like glue for hands. It's honestly ridiculous with that guy. But just what I was saying, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, I think they're the two best receivers in the NFL. If you're just looking at them straight up, not team and all that type of shit. I think they are the two best receivers in the NFL. Antonio Brown, like I said, I stay away from players that have issues like he does, which sounds like he's the issue, but I don't know the whole story with that, like I said. But anyway, man, moving on into this game, DeAndre Hopkins, like I said, one of the best receivers in the NFL. We were trying to throw it to him, bounced off his ankles. We end up getting him with with DeShaun Watson on the next play anyway, just rushing it in. He ends up kind of pushing his way in. DeShaun Watson was too damn strong for that Pittsburgh defense, and we end up getting a pick and forcing a rage quit. So now here is an interesting game, man, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I go into this game. This guy's name is Buckoff420. I don't know. You take that as you will. But obviously he was a Bucs fan, a big Bucs fan. And he came out trying to throw the ball. In the first play, Kareem Jackson ends up getting a pick. Now, Kareem Jackson had a pick in the last game. So technically in the 2 games we played, the first 2 quarters, he has gotten a pick. So Kareem Jackson has played really, really well for us. But this dude, he had no idea what the hell he was doing. Or I don't know what happened in this game, man, but he ends up staying in this game the entire time. The entire time, all 4 quarters. And this game gets out of hand quickly, man. DeShaun Watson just firing dots, man. I don't know who that is. Carter? I thought that was Kiki QT. I don't think that is. I think Carter? I don't know if I read that name wrong. I've never heard that guy on the Texans. But we end up getting in for a rushing touchdown. Just a quick QB sneak with DeShaun Watson for an easy 7. So first quarter, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. This guy just starts running the ball. And it seemed like every time he dropped back to pass, it was just no good. As right here, I don't know what type of read that was, but we end up getting a pick 6 with Justin Reed, I believe it is. And he is really fast. And when he picked that off, it was smooth sailing all the way to the end zone. Nobody was going to catch me. It was smooth sailing with anybody, I think. I think Vince Wilfork could have made that. But we end up getting the touchdown right there. We'll definitely take that 14-0 early in this game. And, this is where this guy gets really, really timid. I don't know what went on, but he's down 14-0, and he just starts running, over and over and over again. 3rd and 8, decides to run. Actually almost breaks off a tackle and gets it. Only gets 4, though. 4th and 5, decides to punt. Okay. I don't know how much this is going to do for him here. At the end of the first quarter, 14-0. His offense just wasn't doing anything. Maybe he just had confidence in his defense. And I had just gotten lucky. Who knows? Maybe I had gotten lucky. Maybe this guy's about to shut me the fuck down. That's happened before, man. I've had success early in games, and then I just get absolutely shut down. It's right there. Kiki QT ends up making a nice catch for a first down and some. 1st and 10, running with Lamar Miller, and we spin him out his shoes. He falls on the ground, misses another tackle, and we are gone. To end the first quarter, Lamar Miller into the end zone. I don't know how long of a touchdown run that was, but that was a really good run, man. I think that was over 60 yards. I'm not sure where we were on the field, but that was a hell of a run by Lamar Miller. The spin move really didn't do much. The guy just fell on the ground. I think when you do that, it just means you really mistimed the hit stick. So he may have just fell down anyway, even without the spin. But nonetheless, man, 21-0. This guy continues to try to run the ball. 2 rushes for 5 yards with, I think that's Jaquiz Rogers. 3rd and 9, trying to pass, and it's another pick. My goodness, he cannot pass the ball. It is no good right now. I think he has 4 total passes and 3 picks, one of them being a pick 6. Jonathan Joseph comes up with that one, 21-0, running the ball with Lamar Miller. You know, I'm not a guy that usually likes to run up the score, but this guy was just handing it out, man. I mean, it was just free. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, that was the easiest touchdown I could have thrown. He completely burned the dude off the line. The O-line was holding up 28-0 halfway through the second quarter. I mean, I really didn't have to do much as Tyrann Mathieu. This guy's just throwing it right at my defenders. It's a pick 6. I don't try to run up the score. This guy is just handing it to me. I mean, it is out there for the taking. It is a buffet right now of takeovers. 34-0, 35-0 now. My goodness. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first half. I would expect this guy to have quit out by now, especially after this. He ends up fumbling on the kickoff. I don't even know who made the fumble or who forced the fumble. There's so much shit going on right now and going my way. Don't even know how to react at this point. But 1st and 10 on offense. Once again, we go to the end zone, taking a couple shots here. I'm thinking maybe I should go for 100, but then I'm like, you know what? If I went for 100 points, this game would be over an hour long, and I don't want to do that. I usually don't like doing that. I don't really go for giant score amounts. I usually just go for the win. And, I was trying to run the ball and just chew the clock, get this game over with, just get the win. And I just kept scoring, man. 42-0. Guys basically giving me the run. I'm pretty sure he just gave up and just wanted to stick in the game because he was running quarters, or maybe he's just worried about DeAndre, or I don't know what he was doing, man. He continues to run the ball. 1st down, 2nd down, and then, 3rd down. What do? You run the ball once again. A lot of variety right now. 6 rushes for 12 yards, 42-0, man. 42-0, 30 seconds left. At this point, I'm thinking, let's do some extra stuff. Let's do some fun stuff. Maybe at the end of half or into next half, I was trying to do some stuff that was just interesting. We start off with a read option, something that we haven't really done all game. But at this point, 42-0, we can really do anything. We just chuck it up. That was an absolute dime. I don't know who that is. Carter. Is it Corey Carter? Is that his name? I don't know. But number 14, that guy is a savage, man. Instead of taking our field goal, there's really no point. We end up just chucking it up, trying to get a touchdown. We actually had it, man, but it was overthrown just a little bit by DeShaun Watson. That was really close, though. I think that was a touchdown, honestly, if the throw was online. We had the corner, and the safety was just nowhere to be found. I don't know what the hell was going on. But 42-0 at half, there's not really much else this guy can do. We get the ball. We're just going to start running it. I mean, Lamar Miller all day long. 7 rushes, 110, 2 TDs. Running it one more time. We're just going to keep on running the ball. There's no point to do anything else. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point, man, like for real. But, like I said, at this point, man, this game is obviously over. 42-0 halfway through the third quarter. So I start, digging in the playbook a little bit. I find a halfback pass. I don't know why there was a halfback pass in the Houston Texans playbook. I don't ever remember them doing a halfback pass. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to look it up or something. But, the Texans have a halfback pass, and I ended up using it. Unfortunately, it was way, way, way overthrown, man. But at this point, I'm just like, let's just get the hell out of this game. Let's just get this win. There's only a little bit more to this video. I was just going to go ahead and cut to the end of this gameplay, but there are a couple more cool plays I think that happen here. And then we're going to go ahead and end it, man. But this guy, he ends up sending a couple extra blitzes late in this game, making it a little bit interesting, starting to play a little bit more. I kind of noticed just by the fact that, he started to care a little bit more. He started to blitz on the run, and then he started to actually, run a couple extra defenses. So I figured, fuck it, let's try to actually run some plays and, try to get in the end zone again right there. I try to get in with DeAndre Hopkins, bounces off his head. We do it again, and second time's a charm as we get in with DeAndre for the touchdown to make it 49-0. So, like I said, he started playing a little bit more, after the first half was like, at the end of the first half, it seemed like he completely gave up, running quarters on the goal line. And then we come out in the second half, and I start to run the ball, start to chew the clock. He starts to be like, okay, you know what? Let's blitz a little bit. Let's keep this man in the game. Let's not just hand it to him completely, because I could have ran the ball every single down if he kept running the defense he was running. But he ended up blitzing, then playing coverage when I passed, and we end up getting in again. But, he ends up getting the ball back, and I thought maybe he would try to do something. And he doesn't. He just ran 3 times again. I mean, that is the winning formula if you're winning, but 49-0. Minute 49 left. We just end up running a couple plays. That's pretty much it, man. This was just a very weird game. 12 rushes, 141 yards, and a couple TDs for Lamar Miller. Deshaun Watson, you guys saw, the best players on the Texans and what they could do. I did not end up hitting DeAndre Hopkins enough. I should have hit him a lot more. I tried to hit him on a screen pass. Unfortunately, it goes nowhere. But we didn't have to throw that many times. These games were pretty easy with the Texans, but you guys got to see Lamar Miller going off. And the Buccaneers defense just absolutely collapsing. Obviously, the Bucs in this game are not that great. And you will see one of the worst stat lines for a QB you will ever see if you stick around for the stats, man. But that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. That was an interesting couple games. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I know they weren't the most entertaining games in the world, considering that we pretty much blew out each opponent. But hopefully wins are fun enough on their own to watch, because I've posted some videos of me getting blown out, and I wanted to actually post a video of me winning for once. Granted, when I got blown out, it was in MUT, and this is in reg teams, which I'm having a lot of fun playing right now. So again, let me know what teams you guys want me to use. I do have, a little notepad I'm using on my computer or whatever to mark them down. So if you do suggest them, I will have them marked down, and I will play with them. So let me know what teams you guys want me to use. And as always, I'm out. Peace.